Round 3 of a hot RA NPL South Australia starts tonight on a Thursday between Adelaide Comets and Adelaide City. Here at Service FM Stadium. Delighted to have your company for tonight's game. And with me is David Grant to go through the starting lineups for us.
Seb, how are you, first of all?
I'm doing good.
Good, that's the spirit. Okay, Adelaide Comets, number 1, we've got Daniel Vaughan, the captain and goalkeeper. Number 4, Nathan Dimu. Number 7, Aladdin Irabona. Number 9, Roberto Garrido. Number 10, Anthony Mavrolambados. Number 14, Nathan Andijanto. Number 21, Nicholas Konomopoulos. Number 26, Jack Yule. Number 27, Minsoon Park. And number 66, Jaden Lobasso. Number 5, Adam Lacornu. Adelaide City lining up as follows. Same lineup as last week. Number 4, Akaka Rock. Number 5, Karen Stokes. Number 7, Daniel Bresson. Number 10, Nicholas Bucco, the captain. Number 21, Fergus Lynch. Number 22, Juan Gutierrez. Number 23, Yared Abichu. Number 25, Luis Laurie Latanzio. Number 27, Harry Thomas. Number 33, Dakota Oxenham, the goalkeeper. And number 77, Peter Acott. They are coached by George Tsosonis for Adelaide Comets and Paul Pezos by Adelaide City. Your referee tonight is Daniel Faulkner, and he'll be assisted ably by Dion Turner and Thomas Temby.
As we see both of these sides in their huddles, as you said, an unchanged starting lineup for Adelaide City this week. Only one change for Adelaide Comets with Alan Welsh going down to the bench. What are you thinking of tonight's game as a whole, David?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. We're looking at the two teams have won their both their opening games. They're first and second in the table. Metro Stars being the third team in this competition that haven't lost a game yet, but it's the top two sides at this stage of the season. So something has to give, I would say, Seb, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Are you looking at a draw? Is that what you're...
I don't sit on the fence too often, I don't think.
No, it's going to be interesting to see. Look, I think Comets have opened up with 2 big wins, but those 2 big wins have been against the side that's bottom and the side that's third bottom. So this is going to be a real test for them because they're coming up against an Adelaide City side that have got some wins against some strong opposition. So I fancy Adelaide City tonight if we're allowed to have a little... Are we allowed to have a little bet, or is that...
I wouldn't say a bet, but a prediction.
A prediction,
A
okay,
prediction.
Yeah. I'm not a betting man.
Almost ready for kickoff here at Service FM Stadium as the sun starts to set here in Jeps Cross. Kickoff will be taken by Roberto Fernandez Garrido.
Be interesting to see how Irabona does against his old side. Here, the number 7 for Adelaide Comets lining up on the left side for Comets up against Adelaide City, who he played for last year.
Kickoff underway here in Jeps Cross, and let's see how this one will turn out. Juan Gutierrez already all the way back with Daniel Vaughan, the captain and goalkeeper for Adelaide Comets. Of course, these fixtures being changed around this weekend due to the extreme heat occurring in South Australia this coming weekend. I think on Saturday it's hitting...
Yeah, Saturday's going to be up at
40
degrees, yeah. Might have to get the shirt off and put my shorts on and head on down to the beach for that one, eh? So Adelaide City look like they're lining up with a flat back 4 at this stage. Comets have 3 across the back just now, but seem to revert maybe to 2 at the back with the wing backs on the far left and far right, whether they're in possession and going forward. But very early days, hard to tell just yet. Unfortunately, the sides don't tend to give us their tactics before the game starts.
Would be helpful.
Yeah, it would be very helpful.
Laurie Latanzio. On the wing is Daniel Bresson against Adam Lacornu, and Lacornu does well to just clear it out of the way.
Yeah, solid tackle by Lacornu. He'll be happy to get that in early, so nice contact, and the ball goes out for a City throw in which Laurie Latanzio has just taken. Gutierrez.
Ball on this close right side. Possible push in the back. Referee doesn't oblige.
No, nothing given there.
Back with Dakota Oxenham. Oxenham gets it back from last week's match winner, a Cocker-Rock. Scored that late goal against Para Hills Knights to get them the 3 points at the Paddocks. And where they were most definitely challenged by the Knights, David.
Absolutely, yeah. So Para Hills Knights, a side that's come up from the division below and eager to prove a point in this National Premier League in South Australia. So certainly Para Hills Knights certainly gave it to them, but I think Adelaide City were just a bit too good on the night, weren't they?
So me and you, David, have been treated some pretty good games in particular this past 2 rounds.
We have. Just landed on my feet with them. Classics, thrillers. That's
absolutely.
A 4-3 and a 3-2. And they say there's no, why do you watch soccer? It's boring, there's no goals.
Ball on that left side with Adelaide City will get the throw in. Headed away by Adam Lecornu, who has come into the starting lineup for Alan Welsh. It's a lovely run through. On the left is Aladdin Irabona. Will he get to it? He does, but it's offside.
Yeah. Good to see him eager to try and prove a point, though. Get himself into that position, but there's lots of space. Just mistimed his run, just mistimed his run a little bit, I think, didn't he?
We have already had a story of a player scoring against their former side, and Harrison Conant scoring for Para Hills Knights versus Mulberry Jets in that first round. So it's definitely written to see Aladdin Irabona scoring against his former side, to be honest. It's always those storylines that you tend to see in these types of games.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Dimu. Ball put forward. Couldn't do much with it, except win the throw-in. A rock headering back to Dakota Oxenham in the Adelaide City goal.
So Comets look like they've got a straight 4-4-2, as you see here, when they're out of possession of the ball. Very clear back 4, very clear 4 in the midfield, and very clear 2 up front. So that looks like how they're set up to defend. Adelaide City now, with the ball, have 3 at the back, 2 in midfield, and then it looks like 2 and 2. Does that add up to 10?
Not including the goalkeeper, I guess.
Well, that's 11 if I include him. But he's not part of the 4-4-2.
Corner for Adelaide City. Tune, there's only one man for the job.
Although, having said that, young Nicholas Bucco was lurking at the back post for a couple of the corners the other night when we watched them last week.
You mean Harry Thomas?
I thought it was Bucco.
Bucco's the one taking the kick.
Yeah. But hang on a second.
Bucco. Spectacular effort tried, but unable to pull it off.
No, last week Bucco, when they took corners, Bucco set himself up at the back post a couple of times, yeah. So they were maybe mixing it up a little bit last week.
Yeah, so I was getting confused. They had 2 different corner takers. They had a different corner for the in-swinger and the out-swinger last
so Harry
week.
Thomas with the left foot was taking them from their right, from Adelaide City's right, swinging them in. And at that point, Bucco was in the middle.
Yeah. Got on the same page finally.
Hey?
Got on the same page finally.
Yeah. They say we're a magic team, but I've got my doubts.
Throw in on the close side for Juan Gutierrez to take. Garrido versus Kieran Stokes. Garrido just pressuring Dakota Oxenham. Poor ball forward. Nothing coming to for Adelaide City except an opposition throw-in to be taken by Nathan Andijanto. A rock clearing forward, touched down by Bucco, but unable to get it under his control well enough. Labasso chasing, but
Just
too
a
much
bit
on it
too
for him.
much. Beautiful looking sunset over there if you're if the cameraman's on that side. Our cameraman tonight is Ilya. It's only his second game. He's very nervous. No, he's doing a good job. As Adelaide City come away, playing out through the back.
A rock. Happy to have the ball at his feet and giving it to Luis Laurie Latanzio. Sporting the man bun tonight.
Man bun indeed. Looking good.
Something I think you wish you could probably have.
Could probably buy some kind of toupee for it.
Possession given away. Minsum Park puts it wide. Might look for the cross in. Low ball cleared away for a Comets throw. Trying to get the ball into the box now. Ball just bouncing. And City back on the attack here. Well done by Jaden Labasso. Doesn't agree with the referee, but it's a foul.
Yeah, Comets bench weren't. They seem to disagree with that.
Surprisingly enough. Adelaide City happy to play it out of the defence, and Luis Laurie Latanzio with the run. But the tall figure of Nathan Dimu manages to clear.
It was a great run by Laurie Latanzio, though. He timed it really well. I saw him. He would have been out of camera shot because he was a long way up the park, but he ran alongside or diagonally across the back four and then just cut in beautifully. If his first touch had been a bit better, he might have been through there.
Cleared away again by Adam Lecornu. In the centre. Has the hit. Shouts of to hit it, but did attempt it, to be fair.
He did, but took too long. He seemed to want to try and beat the man before having the shot or the cross, whatever he was intending.
Quite a good crowd in today. Right below us we've got a few ducks.
Oh, yeah.
But other than the Ducks, a very good crowd on a Thursday night especially.
Absolutely. I mean, you look across to the main stand there, there's a good few hundred there, I think. So, good. It's a nice night to be out watching the football as well. This match, one of the ones moved. We'll just wait for this free kick, sorry.
Delivered into the box. Back post header. Over the goal.
Yeah, this game moved. One of the games that's been moved due to the extreme heat policy. This weekend it's going to be 40 odd degrees, I think, on Saturday or Sunday, hasn't it? So any games that were still scheduled for that day will probably be postponed, I would say.
Yeah, I think almost all NPL games moved tomorrow night because, of course, Adelaide United play against Melbourne Victory on Saturday night. And even that one's been moved to a bit later, and the women's game's been moved to the Sunday. Irabona,
nice. Irabona, yeah.
With the ball wide. Comets with an opportunity here, putting the ball in at the back post. Header too high and only into the hands of Dakota Oxenham.
You're going to have to jump pretty high to beat Oxenham in the air, aren't you?
A rock. Now with Stokes.
So we're sort of 12 minutes in now. Adelaide City, for me, have looked more comfortable in the ball. They've probably had a little bit more possession. Don't have the stats right in front of me right now, but of the two sides, I would say Adelaide City are just slightly the better.
Aladdin Irabona putting it out for an Adelaide City throw-in. Last year, that would have been a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
A rock with the ball all the way over the top to a cop. Can't get the touch past Jaden Labasso.
I'm not always a fan of the big long diagonal ball, but that was inch perfect, wasn't it?
Thrown on the far side. Touch over, still going with it. Oh, through the legs. Cleared away only to Juan Gutierrez. Shot was a bit too low, but they'll get an opportunity out of it. Adelaide Comets needing to deal with this. It's come away for Nicholas Bucco. Cross in on the left foot. Headed away by Nathan Andajanto. Adelaide City with the ball again. Another ball. Well cut out there. It was definitely a good opportunity for Adelaide City to have a shot on target.
Yeah, it was. I think Harry Thomas was the intended recipient of the final ball there, but didn't quite get some as City continue with this pressure.
Shouts of a handball, not heeded by referee Daniel Faulkner. Bucco, crossing on the right foot, gets intercepted and blocked. Aladdin Irabona gets his shirt tugged. Referee does see it and gives out the first yellow of the game. So a free kick for the Adelaide Comets. Ball over the top for Min Sun Park. Couldn't get to it though. Just getting confirmation that card was for a Cockorock. So the first booking of the game.
Yeah, it's been
just
a
under
clean
15 minutes in.
Clean game though so far, hasn't it? I mean, there hasn't been any nastiness about it. So just two very good, strong, competitive sides. The ball comes in for Comets, but
oh, poor header, Oxenham. Not happy with his defence, it seems.
No. He failed to get a good, clean grip on it, didn't he? But eventually the spill landed in his gloves. So a half chance, really, wasn't it? It was really just a half chance. But Comets still showing they can threat, even though they're sometimes chasing shadows.
Fergus Lynch with the ball to Lewis Laurie Latanzio. Poor touch in the end.
It was a poor touch, but he sort of looked to Harry Thomas as if to say, "Where were you, pal?" When in actual fact, his touch was poor.
Trying to play it off as a pass.
Aye, let's be honest.
Throw in on the close side here. Abatu with the ball over the top again. Cleared away by Daniel Vaughan. Garrido unable to win the header for Comets. No foul on Nick Bucco. Park thinks about having the shot and does now.
Great shot.
First shot and first real opportunity for Adelaide Comets of the game.
Yeah, you can't give Min Sun Park too much space. I mean, the other point is that he'll create it if you do try and close him down, but very quick off the ball. And then when he's got the ball, that little turn, that little move, creates a space to get his shot in, and he's got a good kick on him, hasn't he? So you'll have to watch that. He comes from deep, but he's not afraid to have a shot from distance.
Bit early for time wasting from Dakota Oxenham. Referee already telling him to hurry along.
Clinging on to a 0-0 scoreline with 80 minutes to go.
course, not the only game tonight on across the leagues. We've got Western Strikers versus West Adelaide currently going on. And in about half an hour, Adelaide Ammonia Cobras versus Vipers FC in the Snake Derby.
The Snake Derby, indeed, yeah.
But that other game between Western Strikers and West Adelaide, 0-0, 20 minutes in. Keep you updated with those ones throughout the night. Free kick from Ander Janso. Easily held by Dakota Oxenham, who's quick to give it away but slips when he tries to kick it. Only gives it away to an Adelaide Comets player. Aladdin Irabona chasing. Will get it. Has to make his own space. Has support in the form of Nathan Ander Janso. And gets a corner for Adelaide Comets.
Yeah, Gutierrez back down there for Adelaide City at the right back position to block that. This is the first corner that Comets have had, so let's see what they can make of it. Some of the big timber, as they call it, is heading up into the box there, I see. You got Kieran Stokes up there from the back, and to make a nuisance of himself.
Nathan Dimu just holding on Dakota Oxenham.
What did he give there? Hard to tell.
Maybe possibly a foul on the keeper. That's my guess, but did go in the back of the net, but
some unconvincing defending at the back there. The ball sort of broke loose and a little bit scrappy at the back from City. They'll need to tighten that up if they want to keep Comets at bay.
Ball over the top. Once again, they're a fan of that ball. Adelaide City, a clear push in the back.
He didn't need to do it either, did he?
Daniel Vaughan taking that free kick, the Englishman.
Oh. So cool, eh?
Pretty tricky football there from Adelaide City.
He's so suave, isn't he?
Back with Oxenham.
Probably ordered a drink as he did it, didn't he?
Abatu. Ball over the top. He's onside. Vaughan didn't really commit. Makes the save there.
Adelaide City will start to lose some of these missed chances the longer the game goes on, won't they? They've had a couple of half chances there that they maybe should have done a little bit better with. Good goalkeeping by Vaughan. He was out quick. He was conscious of being at the edge of his area, so he did what he could to try and make contact with the ball without handling it, because I think he was a good way out. But a few of these little balls through from City, something might pay off eventually. Harry Thomas there, I think, with the shot, but blazed it over. He maybe had a little bit more time than he realised. Beautiful night. Where would you rather be, Seb, eh?
Absolutely.
Goodness me.
Lecornu. Poor pass.
Gutierrez with the throw on the right hand side, just right on the halfway line for Adelaide City. To his captain, Nick Bucco, Irabona hassling.
Bucco.
Oh,
very quick football being played by Adelaide City. Bucco over the top.
It's like watching a bunch of people river dancing. But yeah, foul there, I would say, no?
Referee hasn't given it, but was definitely teetering on it. Ball over the top again. Oh, a free kick. What's the decision going to be? I think it's just a yellow card the ref has at the moment, but Oxenham could find himself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that as a keeper. Just a yellow.
From our angle, very hard to tell if that's how far out he was.
I think he grabs it, tries to take it down to his chest, and then runs straight back into the box. So Oxenham getting away with the yellow card, but a free kick for Adelaide Comets.
So Comets free kick in the far side here.
Most likely to be a delivery in. Headed away by the Adelaide City defence. We'll have a second chance here. Cleared away again. Adelaide City could be on the counter now.
The ball from Bucco was disappointing, wasn't it?
Not one of his better ones.
Nah. Forget all that stuff I said earlier about him being suave. But he's the kind of player who put it behind him, you know, and move on quickly, I would say. But that was a real opportunity. Two strikers running through on goal, and he had a bit of time. The ball was just poor in the end.
Outside of the foot pass here. Fakes one, can't get the other. Comets dealing with. A long ball. A rock heading.
It might have been better going back to the keeper there, a rock, but yeah, Comets defending well, aren't they? I mean, City are creating the chances and they're coming through well. They're finding the space really well. Little balls over the top, little quick feet, quick movement, triangles, so on. But Comets matching them at the back, really. We're 0-0, 25 minutes in.
Oxenham, the second Adelaide City player to be on a yellow card, as well as a cock-a-rock. Thrown for Comets.
He thought about it, didn't he?
Park.
Good structure from City, though. I mean, they're defending well. They've got enough players behind the ball to deal with this comfortably.
A rock. Long ball forward for Laurie Latanzio. Will get onto it. On this close right side, Laurie Latanzio. No foul from Aladdin Irabona. I think he was just running into the path of him. Ball forward. Garrido. Good strength. Could have gone either way, to be honest.
Yeah, for me, no foul there. Garrido's just using his body really well.
I think there was a bit of tugging from both, if anything.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But, I mean, at the end of the day, his shot was poor. He scuffed it, put it wide with no pace. But lovely little through ball. Was it Irabona that put the ball through? Great little through ball. And he played a nice little 1-2 as well before they set that Garrido run up, or Garrido through in goal. So, nice football.
Oxenham with the ball at his feet once again. Getting the ball forward. Irabona. Clearly fouled there by Gutierrez.
Yeah, that looked more like it.
Two teams who have won their first 2 games. Late challenge there. Both already having played South Adelaide, who sit bottom of the table.
Yep.
But Comets playing Olympic and City playing Para Hills Knights in those other 2 wins.
Yeah, so I don't have the table in front of me right now, but I believe from memory, they're both equal in points after 2 games. The Comets have got a 2-goal advantage. They've got a goals for of 7, and I think City have just got 5. So City win this by 3 goals, they'll go top of the table. But Metro Stars play tomorrow.
Of course, Comets yet to also concede a goal in the first 2 rounds.
Oh, that's true. We had this discussion earlier in the week. Adelaide Comets are the only team in the NPL, State League 1 and State League 2 in South Australia to yet concede as the ball goes through to Vaughan, but he takes it quite comfortably. Yeah, Comets have yet to concede a goal. Every other team in South Australia has conceded at least 1, and some have conceded 4 and 5. I think South Adelaide have conceded 9 in 2 games. They're going to have to do something about that.
Back to Oxenham. Adelaide City with an opportunity now. Having the shot from range.
Oh, sorry. My involuntary noises. I do apologise.
Can't help it, David.
No, I mean, it opened right up. I think it was Nicholas Bucco, wasn't it? And it just opened it up for him. There was no challenges from Comets coming forth. They all sort of backed off and let him come. So,
and he'll take that shot.
Oh, yeah. When he gets
every day of the week.
30 yards out, he'll have a ping. So
if he's at the halfway line, he has a ping, as we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. That one last year when you fell off the stool. No, you just can't afford to give him that space, and they just let him come through. And he gets to sort of 30, 35 yards, he will have a ping. And it bounced right in front of Vaughan, didn't it? As it was coming into him, the Comets goalkeeper, it's bounced on the ground as it's come into him, and that makes it difficult for a goalkeeper to deal with when it's coming in, just bouncing in front of you.
Well recovered here by Adelaide Comets. 15 minutes to go until the half-time break. 30 minutes already played in this first half. Still no goals.
No, but it's been an enjoyable watch, hasn't it? I mean, it's been interesting to see these two sides test each other out, using the width of the pitch, and then these little balls through the middle that we're seeing just now. Running off the ball's been good too, for both sides.
Lovely way through here. Ball just bouncing, unable to be kept a hold of by either side. Just a little bit messy there.
A little bit, but that's the first time I think Comets have kind of looked that way. Adelaide City have looked that way a couple of times for me anyway. Comets have looked fairly solid at the back, but just maybe a little bit ropey that time. But they've got their structure back as you look out now. They've got their 4-4-2 back. They've got their shape. They've got their shape back almost immediately. So, and it's very strict, isn't it? 4-4-2. You know, there's no doubt about it. Gutierrez is off on a wee run. Laurie Latanzio for Adelaide City.
Yared Abitu. Comets get the ball back. Ball just getting stuck under the feet, but gets away with it well. Comets will still get the throw. And Argento coming very far wide on this close side, looking for the ball. Another long ball, straight out for the Adelaide City throw. Both teams have tried that.
Yeah, they have, the long diagonal ball. Came off for Adelaide City, didn't it? But that one just a little bit too much.
Oh. We could really do is make a noise there, to be honest.
It's nothing but a big gulp from me, I think.
Back with Oxenham. City still with the ball at the back. Gutierrez. Bouncing ball all the way back to Oxenham. Keepers do not like those ones.
They like to challenge their own goalkeeper, don't they?
Laura Latanzio. And Argento. Touchdown. Referee doesn't let advantage play out, instead calls back for the free kick in a good position for Adelaide Comets.
It is a good position, yeah. A bit disappointed he didn't let advantage go there, and Irabona was off down the left-hand side looking to cross it into the middle. He had Minsoon Park in the middle and somebody else. Now they've all moved around. I can't remember who it was, but there was a couple of options in the middle, but referees pulled it back for the free kick.
Looks to be Aladdin Irabona over this one against his former side. Referee giving a yellow card to Yared Abatu. Not sure exactly what for. Conversations still occurring between Nick Bucco and Daniel Faulkner.
Maybe it's been dissent. Something I can think of, because the bookings come a little bit after the play has stopped. So Irabona now lining up for this. He's got Nathan Demu in the middle. Jack Yule. Garrido, they're all in there.
Allowed Irabona with the shot. Saved by Dakota Oxenham. Good hand to it.
He did well. I think he's pushed it onto the bar. The bar moved, but Oxenham did fantastically well there to get across to get to that. The Comets have the corner now.
Ball in. Send it to the centre. Oxenham can only punch away. Bucco gets away with it. Quite strong there. And another yellow card. This time, yeah, coming the way of Harry Thomas. Yeah. Another free kick.
That's Adelaide City's fourth yellow card.
Same in that space of about 5-10 minutes as well.
Yeah. I don't think Comets have had a booking yet, have they? Not according to my notes anyway, but yeah, 4 yellow cards for Adelaide City, so coming to the second half, 4 of your players on the yellow cards, that might change the dynamic of the match.
Now, after just seeing what we saw from Aladdin Irabona, it is from a slightly different angle, but you'd think Adelaide City would be slightly more worried now knowing what he's capable of.
Mavro Lombardos is over the ball as well. He takes it with his left.
A curling ball in, back post header.
super header.
And it's the statue of Nathan Dimmu to get us underway here at Jeps Cross.
Great header at the back post, but he was unmarked. Mavro Lombardos has picked him out with that left foot ball to the back post, but he's just snuck in there, Dimmu. Unmarked at the back post, and gosh, at this level, if you leave a player unmarked that close in, the outcome is pretty likely to be that you'll concede.
Especially with a player as tall as Nathan Dimmu.
Yeah, he's a giant.
Hardly has to jump.
Yeah. He'd be the same size as Oxenham, the goalkeeper, at least, wouldn't he? And Oxenham must be about 10 foot tall.
Which is about 6 of you.
Yeah. Steady on. For me, that's a little bit against the run of play. You know, I think Adelaide City have enjoyed most of the possession. They've looked good going forward. They've maybe been a bit more creative than Comets, but at the end of the day, it's the ball in the net that counts, isn't it?
Free kick right on the edge of the box and another yellow card. Not long ago, Dave, we were saying this game was being played in quite a fair spirit. Now there's been however many yellow cards given out. That's the 5th one of the game. Nothing
like a goal to spice things up, though, eh? And the game's been enjoyable to watch, but it's maybe needed that goal, and that'll change the dynamic of it now. You know, City will be wanting to get that back. You know, we're 5 minutes before half time, 6 minutes before half time, and City will be wanting to get something back before the break.
Well then, let's see what Adelaide City can do from a free kick. Many plays in the box, delivered low! I think I heard some City fans already celebrating a bit too early. Ball comes in again, cleared away by Park. Oh, here's an opportunity for Adelaide Comets, Aladdin Irabona. Oxenham, Define in his clearance. Headed forward by Comets. Lovely touch there, needs to run onto it well. Unable to.
Daniel Breston's the one that's come away with it. He's in possession right now for Adelaide City. He's the one that's just had that opportunity up there to level the scores, and gosh, that could have gone in, couldn't it? It was close range, and Comets had just packed that 6-yard box. 6-yard box. 5-yard box. Is it 6 or 5? We need a referee in here with us, don't we?
Ball coming into the centre for a corner. For this corner, another score update. West Adelaide 1-0 up against Western Strikers in State League 1. And Adelaide Cobras versus Vipers FC just getting underway now, also in State League 1. Of course, it's the only NPL game for your Thursday night, with quite a few tomorrow night as well. Corner way too much.
Yeah, a bit wasteful there from Nicholas Bucco on the far side. He's just given it a wee bit too much, and the ball's gone out. Disappointing, but yes, Adelaide City will be hoping to try and get something back before the break. That'll be their aim.
Daniel Vaughan with the ball now. Gets it forward now.
No challenges from Adelaide City there, and Comets come away with it. Minsoon Park tries to find Irabona. He emerges with the ball himself as he makes his way into the centre.
Park back with it. Well intercepted by Juan Gutierrez. Laurie Latanzio. Right into the mid-drift of Anderjanto. Less than 5 minutes left to be played in this first half here at Service FM Stadium. Adelaide City looking for one back before the half-time break. Definitely capable of getting it. And this could be it now. Corner for the black and white.
Yeah, if they go in at half-time, 1 goal down, they're going to get a rollicking from Pezos, the coach, aren't they? But if they can get one just before half-time, he's probably going to be handing out cups of tea and chocolate biscuits, isn't he? No, seriously though, they want to get something back before half-time so they can get in there level. The Booker's not taking this one.
Corner. Cleared away emphatically by Jack Yule.
Yeah, it was Yule. Well done. Gosh, your eyesight's good, young man.
Hopeful ball. I think more than anything there.
Yeah, I think that was young Bressan, wasn't it, for Adelaide City, just sort of turned and hooked. Bit disappointing. Came across as being a little bit lazy for me. Just looked like he lacked a bit of imagination with that, so...
Daniel Vaughan. Another throw-in for Adelaide City. Close to entering additional time now. As it stands, Adelaide City's unbeaten streak coming to an end, but still have plenty of time left to turn that one around. All the way back to Oxenham, who decides to clear on his left foot. Header just into the centre for Laurie Latanzio on the opposing side. City keeping the ball. Well
Nice.
done by Bressan.
Yeah, nice move, Bressan. Credit where it's due, so I've given him a hard time for his cross before, but that was a nice little piece of movement as he plays a long ball through to Laurie Latanzio. Just a bit too far, and it goes through to Vaughan, the Comets custodian.
Into additional time now at the referee's discretion. Only goes over the top and over the head of Jaden Labasso. Comets throw on that far side in the main stand. Just filled up quite nicely tonight.
It has. It's good to see so many people out, you know, on a Thursday night. I mean, it's a beautiful night here. It's still probably 25, 26 degrees in Adelaide, but good to see a nice big crowd out still.
Cleared away. Quickly played forward for Latanzio, but couldn't get the touch on. Park. Battling well, wins the ball. Could it be a second before the half-time break? Fakes once. Now looks to put the ball in. Header! Irabona. Ball put in, edge of the box. Nick Bucco just clearing away. Adelaide City player down on the far side. Not too sure it was, but whoever it was, I'm pretty sure it was the one chasing Min Sun Park, and he came worse off.
Yeah, well, he might have gone to ground as Min Sun Park was running away, and maybe got accidentally got a heel to the face or something as Min Sun Park was running away. Min Sun Park, we watched him last year on a couple of occasions. He's just fantastic at that sort of little burst of pace as the half-time whistle goes. But yeah, Adelaide City player down, receiving some attention. Not sure who it is, but Over to you, Seb.
1-0 at the halftime break here at Service FM Stadium in Jeps Cross. The free kick going to the far post and to be headed in by Nathan Dimu of Adelaide Comets. It's Fergus Lynch just getting that treatment for Adelaide City. As we head into the halftime break, your stats: 4 shots to 6 in favour of Adelaide City, but 3 on target to 2 in favour of Adelaide Comets, and 4 yellow cards all up given. Quite a few fouls.
Yeah, I mean, the game did get a little bit, what's the word?
Industrial.
A little bit industrial sort of towards the last sort of 15 minutes, but
out, goes top corner, and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Written in the stars for Nicholas Bucco.
Oh my God! That's another one for Modbury Jets. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United. The South Australian National Premier League Grand Final has arrived, and nobody could have predicted what we'll have in store tonight in the home base of football here in South Australia at Service FM Stadium. The newly promoted Modbury Jets will face off against the relentless young talents of Adelaide United.
Exactly, so no, it's a real just natural leader.
That's a poor ball and slipped, and it's Madonna. He's through against Neil, then he finishes to get the first goal of the Grand Final. Panache Madonna, the Zimbabwe-born, has represented Australia, gets the first goal for Adelaide United.
Jared Walsh, who's in the crowd as well, the voice of South Australia. So it's good to see those faces here.
Ball coming in, McCabe. They have another opportunity. Cleared away. NPL State League 1 and State League 2, of course State League 2 final as well between Salisbury United and Western Strikers at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Madonna looking for the second. Good save by Neil. Unable to be kept out. And it's Luka Jovanovic to get a second. Poor defensive work by the Modbury Jets. And Luka Jovanovic gets another.
The pace of Madonna on full display again there. You can see him just breeze past Mullen. I think in saying that, it's big for the young Reds to try and maintain this momentum and finish the game off, because you know that Modbury are going to have a late surge.
And they could do here. Yule gets a third. 5 minutes before halftime, Johnny Yule comes into the starting 11 and makes an impact.
As we were saying, Joe.
Yeah, we're talking about looking to finish the game off. I mean, right on cue.
In that second leg, Liam McCabe over the top to Mateo, the substitute, with the ball now. The ball across the face. Just couldn't get any sort of touch off his body. Comes into the starting 11 for the grand final. We've got a starter of last week in Fabian Taladera on the bench for Adelaide United. Ball comes in across the face of goal, and it's another finish and another goal from Luka Jovanovic. He's got a double in the grand final to make it 4-0 for Adelaide United. And you'd almost think that's the game done and dusted.
yeah,
I think you're right there, Seb. I think that's probably really made it difficult for Modbury now to actually get anything out of this game.
Wearing the lowest number for Adelaide United youth tonight, number 23. Off the crossbar. Cleared away by Stefan Mateo. Alagic. Johnny Yule. Through to Ivanovic. It's possible for him to get the hat-trick as well tonight. Johnny Yule gets the 5th for Adelaide United. And it's just damage control now from Modbury Jets, you think, unfortunately.
It's what I said earlier, that it was going to need to be damage control at 4, but I think this is going to get a little bit worse before it gets any better for Modbury.
Adelaide United are readying up some substitutes. Who does it look like?
Yeah, it does look like Crawford and Talavera are going to make their way on. And back to you.
Ball coming in on the edge of the box. Giselle gets the 6th for Adelaide United.
Lost for words. There's nothing to say, I don't think, at this stage of the game. I mean, we're kind of looking at each other.
Still looking to get another one. Alagic, Jovanovic on the edge of the box. A sneaky ball through and off the crossbar.
Talavera off the bench and onto the score sheet. Just emphatic finish. And I mean, the combination play around the edge of the box and the patience as well. They were lining up there really to finish it off.
Of the grand final. A small slip there, and Liam McCabe to Hamish. McCabe gets one back for Modbury Jets to make it 7-1.
Is the comeback on?
Hamish McCabe.
I'll tell you what, that could have changed the game. Scoring there. Still a 5 minutes to go. Here we go.
To get another.
Oh.
And who else could it be? To make it 7-2.
Just as I said that they needed a score, they scored again.
As far as we're a crowd of 1,627 for this NPL Grand Final. Corner on the edge of the box, Alagic. And Daniel Cook puts the whistle to his mouth. And Adelaide United win the 2023 NPL Grand Final in South Australia. And fully deserving winners in the end. A great performance and a great finals campaign. All of the players waiting and now jumping in to be a part of the celebrations. Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Second leg semi-final. A chance at a berth in the grand final for both sides. Good touch in behind now. It's Daniel Detroit on the right side. Looks for Hamish McCabe. He's got a bit of space here. Early shot there to the near post, and it's a good save low there from Isaac Carmody. Barbiero puts the contest for Nagamatsu. What a touch there. He's brought that down.
Beautiful.
Not got much support. He might go himself with a left foot. One more again. Lays it off to Gow. Deflected. Just past the post there. Really spreading this field though, Metro Stars. You see they're never cramped in an area for too long. UB found Chittadini. Has the strike deflected. Just past the post, sorry. A bit of a risky back pass this time. Hamish McCabe slips in. Stefan Matteo. Big chance for Modbury. The tame shot at the end though from Stefan Matteo. Daniel Detroyer. Still going the right back. Good play here on the right side from Modbury. Makeda now. Cuts it back. Liam McCabe's there! Just off the goal line there from Isaac Carmody. What a save and what a chance from Modbury.
Yeah.
A lot of time to make sure what kind of shot he was going to take. Just couldn't put it past the keeper. Nagamatsu, couple tricky feet. Has a strike! Off the post! Red Nagamatsu was almost the hero again there. Put yourself anywhere as a goalkeeper and he'll still beat you. Yeah. See what he can do. Hamish Gow from the free kick. It is Gow to the top left, off the bar. It's off the bar from Hamish Gow. I told you he's going for that top right corner. And Henderson though comes away with it and tries to look for one in behind. Liam McCabe's got on the end. His brother left him there, and now it's Hamish again. 1-on-1. Hamish McCabe! Oh! What a goal, Hamish McCabe in the top right corner. And it's back on here.
What a strike.
Look at the celebration on him as well. James Ward-Prowse-esque. Smashes that one into the top corner as he does with his golf club.
Yeah.
And it's 1-0 here. 2-4 on 3-3 on aggregate, sorry.
I'm going to say terrible cross.
Okay, he keeps it alive here. Tries to play Hamish McCabe in behind again. He has got ahead of his defender. Hamish McCabe! Oh my God, Hamish McCabe!
Two.
With the left foot, Hamish McCabe. He's put his side ahead and ahead in the tie as well. Now it's 4-3 to Modbury Jets. And his 19th goal of the season, Hamish McCabe.
That changes everything, doesn't it?
What a couple of minutes from the number 9. Whip it in and see what happens. They do stick to rituals. Shidadini. Flick back post, and it was Nagamatsu again. As we were talking, sorry, might break here for another
just
chance.
Hold on for a minute.
Nagamatsu on the left foot. Comes back out to Shidadini. He floats one. Ayubi's there! Just past the post, Austin Ayubi. What a chance for Metro Stars. Adelaide United youth team. It's Hamish McCabe again. This time he plays in Hernandez. On the left foot, Josh Hernandez. Oh. What a save, Isaac Carmody. Oh my days.
Save of the season. Easily save of the season. That's kept them in it. Just trying to see if there's been any formation changes as a result of those substitutions coming on, but it's a bit hard to tell just at this moment in time.
Hernandez and Gow are battling. Hernandez himself. Hernandez now. Oh my God. That's another one for Modbury Jets. It's 3-0 for Modbury Jets. And it's Hernandez, the hero again. Is it too far to come back now?
I would say so. Game, set and match, I would say.
Against the run of play at the home of Metro Stars, it's Modbury Jets who are winning 3-0 here.
I would never have put money on that at the start of the day, would you? It could reflect that final series is cruel, isn't it? Metro Stars done, and what a shame for them. You know, they've had a hell of a season, if I can use that word, and all that hard work just seems a little bit undone. Big moment for Modbury Jets.
And it's Adelaide Croatia Raiders time.
Right out, goes top corner, Anderson in!
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Ridden in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! That's another one for Modbury Jets.
It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Second half here at Jeps Cross, here at Service FM Stadium, between Adelaide Comets and Adelaide City. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill, and David Grant, what should we expect in the second half, do you think?
Well, I'm expecting Adelaide City to come back out with a bit more punch to try and get themselves back into this game. So they're 1-0 down at half-time, arguably against the run of play, I'd say. So they'll be eager to try and get something out of this. I mean, both these sides are undefeated this year. We're only 2 games in. This is the third round, of course, but neither will be wanting to lose or to lose points anyway. And I would expect City to really push to try and get back into this game. But having said that, Comets get one more goal and they're going to a 2-0 lead. It'll start to make things difficult as the ball's played out wide left to Irabona.
Could be an early one here with Aladdin Irabona. Gets it in, Garrido. Bucco chest down. It's a long ball on the path for Peter Acott to get onto, and Daniel Vaughan just clears it. Good battle going on there. And a free kick there.
Yeah, conceded by Mavro Lambaros on Harry Thomas, excuse me. Abichu on the ball now for Adelaide City.
The one substitute made at half-time as well for Adelaide City. I think that's Adam Piscineri who's come on. The number 14 for Adelaide City. Came off the bench last week against Para Hills Knights as well. Acott looking to make the equaliser. Unable to. In plenty of space is Garrido. Labasso. Putting the ball in only into the path of Dakota Oxenham.
I think it was the right idea by Labasso, but the delivery was just a bit ambitious maybe to try and get it all the way through to, I think it was Irabona that was running in at the back post for Comets.
A cock, a rock. Oxenham. Headed on by Nicholas Bucco. Throw in for the Adelaide Comets. Of course, next week is the Australia Cup preliminary rounds. Adelaide City with a round 1 matchup of the NPL against South Adelaide at Adelaide City Park. And Adelaide Comets going against Tea Tree Gully of the South Australian Amateur League. Which will be a very exciting one to go to away as well, David, to Tea Tree Gully.
I love the Cup. I can't wait for these games to come round. I'm going to try and get to a couple if I can, but those matchups where you hear the likes of Tea Tree Gully drawn against Adelaide Comets just makes the mouth water, that does.
Ball coming in. Goal kick. Headers occurring all over the park. Adelaide Comets away with it. The ball offside anyway. Wouldn't have mattered.
Was that Demu? I think that might have been Demu, but it was a good little run, but must have been tight. Actually, my apologies. I think it was Roberto Garrido.
Bucco. The ball through. Good challenge there
Demu would have a nosebleed if he went up that far forward, wouldn't he?
Throw in to be taken by Harry Thomas of Adelaide City. Abichu, the former Adelaide United and Green Gully player over in Victoria, now calls Adelaide City home. Bucco winning the corner for his side.
Yeah, extended period of pressure here at Adelaide City as they try and press to get this equaliser. Bucco takes a short corner.
Ball comes in, captured by Vaughan.
Well held by Vaughan, but that was a wicked cross. I mean, it was a bit too close to Vaughan as Comets come away. Irabona on the ball for Comets now, straight through the
Aladdin
middle.
Irabona has Garrido. I think Garrido was offside, however, yep.
It was only about 4 miles. Yeah, he didn't hold his run at all, did he? He just
Kept going.
kept going. That was poor, actually, you know, in retrospect. You know, the temptation, of course, is just to, you know, to get up there as quickly as you can, but you've really got to watch that offside trap. It's not even a trap, is it? He was a mile off. Garrido's in a little bit of form for Comets, and he scored last week. Looks good too. He's got good body strength as the ball comes through, and I think it's Laurie Latanzio on the far side.
Could Adelaide City get their equaliser here? Has Bucco in the middle cleared away, though, again by the goal scorer from centre-back Nathan Demu. Just another score update, 2-0 the way of West Adelaide away to Western Strikers in State League 1.
Things starting to click a little bit for West Adelaide. Eh? They've had, is it 2 draws they've had in their first 2 games from memory, so they're due a win. A side that's been relegated from this NPL that we're watching now, aiming to try and get themselves back up.
Played in a season-deciding game last year against Adelaide Comets
Yeah.
when we last commentated.
Well, that's right. Yeah, that was a phenomenal game, that one, wasn't it? It was the goals at in the last minute, but they played 7 up front.
And it worked. To their fairness, it definitely worked. Throw in for Adelaide Comets. Foul by Nicholas Bucco. Lovely weather and a lovely night for football here in Adelaide.
It is beautiful. We live in a lovely part of the world, don't we? So, I mean, it must still be 26 degrees out there, even though the sun's has been down for the last half hour or so. And a good crowd as well. There's a good few hundred over there, so in that main stand. So a good crowd. Matches moved. If you're not familiar with the South Australian weather forecast, the matches have been moved because this Saturday's forecast are 40 degrees, so a lot of the games have been moved to the day before or the days before and at night. We'll have to go for a wee ice cream after this, won't we?
Will not say no. Free kick for Adelaide Comets. Just past the halfway line, attacking towards Dakota Oxenham's goal.
And big Nathan Demu's at the back there. They've got to watch him here, haven't they?
Poor free kick.
There it was.
Labasso putting the ball in on the right foot. It's high. Headed away. Comets will have another attempt here. Back with Jaden Labasso. The number 66 puts the ball at the far. Aladdin Irabona.
He's not going to get that, just a little bit quick for him, wasn't it? But good build-up play by Comets despite the poor free kick. You know, they got possession back quite well, built up again and then whipped the cross in, but City defending well too.
Adelaide City preparing to play it out from the back. Abichu. Poor pass. Irabona gets on the end of it. Instead goes all the way back to Dakota Oxenham. Another former Adelaide United player.
A bit disappointing in that. They tried to play it from the back, eventually resorted to playing to the keeper Oxenham, who's cleared it, and it's gone out of play for a Comets throw.
Just getting in the way of each other there.
Yeah. Sometimes get a bit frustrated with the playing out the back, you know. Sometimes I think if it's not going to work, you need to just clear your lines. I know it's a little unrefined, but sometimes it's just the way to do it. But maybe I'm a bit old-fashioned. You wouldn't describe me as old-fashioned, Seb, would you?
No, absolutely not. Old, maybe. Bressan.
Both sets of substitutes have come out for a warm-up, so I guess over the next 10 minutes or so we might start to see some changes as we get towards that magical 60-minute mark, which seems to be the point where substitutions are started to be made. So fairly even start to the second half, I think. 10 minutes in, but fairly even.
Karen Stokes. Another one of those former A-League players, not with Adelaide United, with Melbourne City. Spent some time in the youth setup over there.
Laurie Latanzio played an A-League game or two, didn't he?
Played quite a few for Melbourne Victory as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got quite a few former A-League players in today's game.
Yep.
Likes of Yared Abichu, Karen Stokes, Lewis Laurie Latanzio. Free kick for Adelaide City. Launched long and forward and headed away by Adam Lecornu. One thing I don't think we have mentioned yet is, of course, Adelaide Comets have the likes of Alan Welsh on the bench, not starting tonight.
Yeah, that was interesting. That I mean, I don't know if he's picked up an injury through the week or if there's another reason for that. I think that was their only change to the lineup this week compared to their team last week, Comets. But yeah, it was interesting to see that Walsh hadn't made the starting 11. Adelaide City, on the other hand, lined up with the exact same 11 that they did last week. So Walsh's absence is the only difference between the two teams.
Bressan. Laurie Latanzio. Not rushing it. Karen Stokes. So Abichu back with Stokes and now Bressan. Looks for an option in the centre in Laurie Latanzio. Able to wriggle his way through. Unable to that time.
Yeah, he was running into a bit of a dead end there. There was 3 Comets defenders that were kind of crowding him out. But the movement off the ball by Adelaide City there, which the camera might not have quite caught on film, was quite good. You know, there was a lot of movement off the ball as they tried to create space. So Laurie Latanzio's decision to move down that left flank and try and get down to the corner was it'd be a bit of a waste at the end of it all. But here they go again. City, as they try to build up, still got possession.
Booker trying to sneak a ball through, yeah.
Yeah.
Comets through.
Cleared by a rock. Your friend a rock. was an interesting interview you had with him last week.
That's a word you could use for it. Absolutely scored that winner against Para Hills Knights. As we said, topsy-turvy game that one was. Labasso with the throw. Lovely touch there. Adelaide City have done well. Bucco. Lovely ball again. 3 against 3. Outside of the boot, ball not working out, however.
Yeah.
For Adam Pictionary.
City seemed to lack a little bit of support as they went forward. A couple of players, maybe it's, hold on a second. A couple of players seem to hold their runs rather than running up in support. So,
Aladdin Irabona still getting through and fouled at the last second as he tried to play that pass.
Comets bench up in arms about that. And do you know what? Irabona's taken a few of these little knocks. I don't know if they're picking on him a little bit as a former player, but that's a couple of knocks he's had. He's been down maybe 2 or 3 times now. So,
a dangerous player is Aladdin Irabona. Was player of the tournament at the African Nations Cup here in Adelaide. Also played at Surface FM Stadium. Lost the final, but was named player of the tournament throughout the whole competition.
Daniel Vaughan, the Comets goalkeeper and captain, up to have a word there with Daniel Faulkner, the referee.
Adam Lecornu on the floor now, looking to get some treatment, I think.
Looks like it's cramp for Lecornu. That's seems to be what the physio is treating out there, and I can understand that. You know, it's a warm night.
Have short stoppage in play now. Of course, Surface FM being the home for Adelaide Comets tonight, but we'll be playing at Ellis Park sometime soon. Now, in the process of finally getting that fence at their home ground to be able to play NPL matches, which is great for them. Seeing matches being played in the city as well. Certainly be fun ones to go down and watch once they do get those games up and running at Ellis Park. Play about to get back underway with the Adelaide Comets free kick. Launched forward. Labasso with the header against Laurie Latanzio. And finally there's that substitute. We were just speaking about Alan Welsh, on for Adam Lecornu. Nick Bucco and Daniel Vaughan, both captains, in deep conversation.
Yes. Nice to see them interacting with each other like that.
Shouts of handball from Adelaide Comets. Laurie Latanzio against Daniel Vaughan. Daniel Vaughan's come out and committed. But no one was there for Adelaide City to try and follow on.
I sort of think Laurie Latanzio should have maybe had a little shot there. You know, it's hard to be critical when you're sitting up here in a nice comfy chair with someone serving you drinks and so on. But I don't know, I think if I was Laurie Latanzio there didn't seem to be many options in the middle. It might have been worth having a little ping.
Abichu, I think, trying to have a hit there, but perhaps just slightly off balance and the shot not good enough anyway.
Yep. Just a tiny little bit of niggle creeping into the game now, or actually it's been for most of this half. It must be about 15 minutes into it now, and there's just been a little bit more niggle in this half, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, we saw towards the end of it quite a few yellow cards given out as well.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of frustration on the part of City at conceding that goal. And
Dimu, the sole goal scorer of tonight's match. There's definitely more goals to be had between these two teams. Bucco out wide to Laurie Latanzio against Dimu. Unable to get past, losing the ball under his feet, Laurie Latanzio. Oh, the back heel. Bouncing all over the place, unable to be worked out.
Ref sees nothing wrong, tells them to get up.
Arock with the ball to Stokes. Bressan. Referee's seen a foul there on that far side and giving out a yellow card too.
Irabona may be taking a little bit of his own back. He'd been at the receiving end of a couple of fouls like that, so maybe just giving one back.
Another update from around the grounds. 2-1 the way of Adelaide Cobras against Vipers FC in the Snake Derby in State League 1. And 2-0 still the way of West Adelaide with about 20 minutes to go against Western Strikers. Another substitute made there.
Looks like Ryan Yates has come on for Comets.
Adelaide City have about 20 minutes to get at least an equaliser. Ball and Judge as well. Second ball on the pitch, not too sure where that's come from, to be honest. Pelted at the ground steward then.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw that or not, but yeah, Daniel Vaughan made sure the ground steward had a
good touch.
Had the match ball by booting it straight at his torso. Oxenham for City, clears, sends it long. Ryan Yates for Comets, tidies up.
All the way back to Daniel Vaughan.
He didn't quite get his body positioning right, did he? And sort of scuffed his clearance. It goes out for a City throw on the far side, which Juan Gutierrez will take.
A rock. Gutierrez. Poor ball. Garrido. Flick ball over the top. Jaden Labasso has one in the centre. Still running against. Putting the ball in and winning the corner.
Solid defending though by City. They got back well, didn't they? Laurie Latanzio and Harry Thomas both back there to deal with that. You know, they covered the ground well. Nice little break by Comets though.
Corner to come in for Adelaide Comets. Could they get their second here? Just a goal kick. Karen Stokes.
City building patiently, aren't they?
Linesman saying that a foul and also a yellow card. .20 left in this contest.
Another name in the book. Quite a few bookings now in this match on both sides. Adelaide City got themselves into a nice 4-0 lead in the card front in the first half, didn't they? But I think Comets have pegged them back a bit.
This free kick now for Adelaide City. Confirmation of that yellow card going to Nathan Andijanto. Meaning that Comets have this kick rather low but bouncing. Garrido furthest forward for Adelaide Comets, unable to get the ball to him. Touchdown by Labasso. Too much on that ball.
Yeah, he got the pace wrong and the angle wrong, Labasso, but the idea was right, but the execution was poor, so the attack sort of peters out, doesn't it? As City in possession again, look to build.
Booker. Another one of those long diagonal balls not working out.
Looks like Minsoon Park is down in the middle of the ground with maybe cramp as well.
Just getting that treatment now is Minson Park, coming from relegated West Adelaide to join Adelaide Comets this season, also of Cumberland United formerly. And it looks like that sub will be made for Min Sung Park. I think it will be Gustus Williams to come on. Another former Adelaide City player. Playing against his former side tonight, hoping to make his impact off the bench. Labasso. Entering the final 15 minutes here in Jepp's Cross in Adelaide. Thomas with the throw to Abitu. Back with Oxenham. They'll restart from the back here, Adelaide City. Stokes. Adelaide City will need a goal soon.
They're patient in their build-up though, aren't they? They're just holding on to possession, knocking the ball around to ensure that Comets just don't get a touch. I think that's what they seem to be doing. Just be patient and it'll come, seems to be the policy for Adelaide City. But they've only got 15 more minutes to be patient for, haven't they? So Yule with the ball now, plays it through to Ryan Yates, the number 6 for Comets.
Took his time there. I think he got the ball stuck under his own feet.
Yeah.
Didn't really know where it was. One back by Adelaide City. Booker.
Here they come, 4v2.
Peter Acott.
Oh, dear. It needed to be better than that, Peter. That was disappointing, wasn't it? Because that was 4-on-2 there as they came through. Just got his shot horribly wrong. He's got to put it behind him, though. You know, I think everybody's on at him. The bench is on at him. His teammates are on at him. He's just got to put that behind him and make sure the next chance he gets, he does a better job with.
Garrido. Definite foul there. And a free kick for Adelaide Comets and a yellow card as well.
Juan Gutierrez in the book.
Another yellow card given out by Daniel Faulkner for this game.
Adelaide City get more bookings than Frank Sinatra now, eh?
Maybe he's an artist that's a bit more relevant, David.
Let's see what Comets can do here on the far side. I see Dimu, who scored the first goals, pop back up there at the back post. Seems to be a favourite haunt of his.
Here's the free kick. Oxenham just gets his body in the way, really.
He just got down on his knees, yeah, and sort of just did a bit of a Jedi move, really, to get rid of it, didn't he?
Substitute for Adelaide City. It's Peter Acott coming off.
Patrick Karachi, I think, is the player that's come on for Adelaide City. I wonder if the plan was always for Peter Acott to come off, or if his last effort and goal has had an influence in that decision. Just hasn't really been his night, but I'm sure next week and the week after it will come good.
Paddy Karachi, the new signing from Croydon. Time running out for Adelaide City. And other than maybe the first 20 minutes of the first half, David, they haven't been too threatening.
No, but I think Comets have been quite disciplined at the back. You know, I think Comets defensively have really got their structure and their formation right. There's that big cross-field angled ball again. Oh, slanted right at his feet.
Works out this time. Ball into the centre. Dealt with well by Adelaide City for the time being. Still needing to get it out. Paddy Karachi.
Yeah, just to go back to the point, I think Adelaide Comets defensively have been very good. They've been very structured, and I think that's been a very tough defence to try and breach for Adelaide City. I think Adelaide City have probably been the better of the two teams set in the centre of the park and creatively as they've moved forward. But of course it's ball in the back of the net that's what counts at the end of the day, and or at the end of the night, should I say, and City just haven't managed to breach that Comets backline. But they seem to be very patient. Their build-up's quite good. You know, that's what they're doing just now. They're holding on to the ball. They're happy to knock it back and see, that's what they're doing now. They're rebuilding. They're going to come wide here. Karen Stokes hits it through to... The ball's ended up with... Oh, it's moving too quickly for me.
Ball's bouncing about. Nick Booker has that strike on his left foot.
You know, so their build-up's good. It's just when they get into that penalty box, I think Comets have just been too strong at the back for them. It's been a good game to watch, though, hasn't it? I mean, it's been a good solid scrap between two sides that are currently in form. This is round 3. They've both won their first 2 games, so you know, Comets come out of this with the 3rd win in a row. That'll put them comfortably at the top of the table, won't it? At least until tomorrow night when Metro Stars play.
Of course, next week both of these teams have the cup round. Go back to that point as Comets get forward. Thuribon, I think a shin pad's fallen out there.
Oh,
very strong there by Ryan Yates.
He's pretty solid, Ryan Yates, isn't he? I wouldn't like to run into him like that.
Irabona on the edge of the box has the shot. Would have been going out anyway, but still blocked by the Adelaide City defence.
Yeah, Adelaide City back well to defend that, and numbers, and good numbers too.
Laurie Latanzio. Didn't know Jaden Labasso was there. Dimu. With the poor ball, gives it away. Karachia to Bucco. To Pictionary, back with the captain Bucco.
So look at that Comets defence, they've just really packed, very compact, compressed, not allowing Adelaide City space when they get into that final third.
Lovely touch there. Ball through the centre. Pictionary.
Now they run out of space again because Comets have just packed it out.
They've only got one. Ingarito shaping for the long shot there. Pictionary to Bucco. Just wide.
Oh, nice little stab by Nick Bucco though, wasn't it? Nice little stab shot. Didn't get the curve on it at all, but he just found that that little bit of space to get that shot in, and it's very, very tough to find that just now against that Comets back line with what, 5 or 6 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, just as I was saying before, the cup round for the men next week. Adelaide City have got South Adelaide at Adelaide City Park, and Adelaide Comets away to Division 1 Sunday amateur side Tea Tree Gully as well, which my brother will be playing in if his Achilles wasn't made of glass. He'll love to hear that one.
Yeah, he'll appreciate that, Seb.
Absolutely.
That's a tricky tie though, isn't it? Is that at Tea Tree Gully?
Yes.
A little bit of afters here as Irabona gets back up, takes exception to the challenge or the back chat, one of the two. So sorry, it's Comets that have got Tea Tree Gully. Yep.
Yeah.
So that'll be an interesting tie, won't it? A top amateur side against an informed NPL side. Oh, the goalkeeper's a long way off his line here, but he's made his way back.
Gus Williams. Irabona in the middle. Gus Williams unable to get through there.
Nick Bucco demanding the ball out here in the left flank. Labasso comes up to close him down and steals it.
Labasso. Bucco. Great battle there between those two. Clear push in the back there from Alan Welsh, the substitute tonight. And it looks like, for the time being, Comets will go 3 weeks in a row without having conceded a goal.
That's an impressive record. They'd be the only club in South Australia, or South Australia's senior setup, to do that.
This ball could work out for Adelaide City. Shouts coming from all over the place here now as we enter the final stages of this matchup.
Yeah, Adelaide City a bit frustrated that the first one wasn't given. Laurie Latanzio in the box. Happened very quick, of course. I'm not sure the referee had full view of it. And then Comets win a free kick seconds later, a bit further out. Looks like Juan Gutierrez is leaving us for Adelaide City. to be replaced by, it looks like, Nicholas Francesi.
Final 5 minutes, not including additional time here.
There might be a few minutes injury time because we've had a few players down, haven't we, with various ailments. So we might have, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
Can't disagree with that one. And I think Adelaide City will be more than happy to have that extra 5 or so minutes to get one back.
They're starting to rush now, Adelaide City, to try and get the game moving. A little bit more urgency about their play and a little bit more urgency when the ball goes out of play to try and get the ball back in play and get the flow going.
Thomas. Brisson to Bucco. Thomas now on it. Good pass from Bucco. First time ball. Comes off the head of Laurie Latanzio, but only goes up and nowhere near the frame of the goal.
Yeah, there weren't many options in the middle. I think Laurie Latanzio was probably the only option for Harry Thomas, but certainly Laurie Latanzio got himself into the right position, but difficult to head a ball coming in from that angle and that pace. Sort of dipping in, hard to get any power behind it as well.
Just some more score updates. 2-2 at half-time between Adelaide Cobras and Vipers FC in State League 1. And West Adelaide with the into the final stages there too. 2-0 up against Western Strikers away. Also in State League 1. Clearly not happy with, with that call.
Excuse the language if it could be heard there, but obviously it's a sign of the frustrations that Adelaide City are now experiencing. You know, they've worked hard to try and get something at this game, and it's just starting to slip away from them a little bit with sort of 5 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. Yeah, they'd be disappointed not to get something out of this game, won't they? Because this is the one that sort of sets you apart at the top. This is the one that after which, when you look at the table, you start to see the clubs or the teams starting to land where you expect that they might finish the season. You know, 3, 4, 5 games in, that's when they start to, you know, it's like racing. They've got to the first bend and they're coming around the bend, and you start to see where they're all positioned. So
especially with the break coming,
yeah, exactly,
somewhat of a break next week from the league
Cup
at least.
break, yeah. So it was an important one for City to try and get something out of, and I know breaching that Comets backline, that's a tough ask. They've played good football, City, you know. They've been the better side on the park, in the middle of the park. But just that Comets backline's just been a bit tough. Unforgiving. How's that for a word?
$270 minutes nearing since Adelaide Comets started the season, haven't conceded a goal yet.
Well, we talked about that in the podcast this week, didn't we? We did highlight that they're the only club to have not conceded, and having seen the display tonight, you know, you can understand why teams haven't managed to breach that back line, that defensive wall, that iron curtain.
Taken away from Yared Abatu there. Needs to do a lot better to be able to hold that ball. Has Irabona in front of him. Mavrilan Bardos still going now with Aladdin Irabona.
City back well, aren't they?
Labasso.
Done a lot of hard work tonight, City.
Trying to be a bit tricky there, Adelaide Comets. Will they look for the shot? Looking for the ball over for Adelaide and Irabona instead, I think. On the wide left. Into additional time now and at the referee's discretion. Garrido giving away the foul. Karen Stokes. Nick Bucco. Well spotted ball. Karachia. Could City get a late equaliser? They're going to want to get the ball forward if that's to happen. Abichu. Bressan.
They're playing table tennis out there just now, the ball popping up everywhere. It's just a little bit scrappy. And eventually Comets come away with a free kick, much to Adelaide City's frustration.
A tense final few moments here.
Yep.
And Comets, of course, with that 1-0 lead, happy to take their time with this one.
Ball in the corner, Augustus Williams, he'll just stand there for as long as he can. Free kick eventually. Adelaide City come away with it, Oxenham the goalkeeper. This, you might fancy, could be the last chance as Adelaide City build up from the back again.
Into the 3rd minute of additional time.
Yeah, there wouldn't be much more to go.
Well intercepted by Garrido.
Garrido's single tackle gets the biggest cheer of the night.
Bucco. City get the free kick.
Yeah, Faulkner, the referee's had a good game tonight, hasn't he? He's had a good game. He's let it flow when he needed to, and called it back when he hasn't. He's had to deal with everybody shouting at him at once from both sides.
Stokes. Ball put in the centre, cleared away for the City throw-in. Time running out more and more.
Yeah, this is it. This is their last chance, really, isn't it?
A rock. Stokes. Very tense in these final minutes here at Jeps Cross.
With that Comets backline, you can see from the body lines, they're just completely switched on. And that final ball from City, it kind of sums the night up for them a little bit. The final ball just hasn't been there.
Adelaide Comets just waiting for that full-time whistle to confirm that they've gone 3 from 3 in our first few rounds of the men's NPL South Australia. Don't forget, with the cup break as well for the men's next week, the WNPL also starts here, which you can also watch on the FSA League's YouTube channel, live and free. And the grand final rematch as well next Friday between Salisbury Insa and SANTC. So definitely be watching that one next Friday. Abichu gets it back. 5th minute of added time.
Yeah, starting to stretch a little bit now, aren't we?
Ball put in, just headed away. Adelaide City just fighting to at least just keep the ball forward.
Yeah, it's just petered out again, hasn't it? Just that final third. Adelaide City urging their players just to see it right through to the very end to see if they can try and get something out of this, but I feel it's gone.
Just waiting to see what's going to happen as we still play on here.
I think this is the third time I've said this is the final attack.
Stop saying it, then it might be.
The final attack. Bressan with the ball for Adelaide City shows it a little bit too much, but Karachi picks it up. Karachi is Adelaide City's midfielder. And he gets the ball back in the far right.
One moment of magic for Adelaide City is needed. And they continue to look for it. If a goal goes in now for City, Comets will not be happy at all. Stokes.
It's not going to happen though, Seb, is it? Or is it?
Ball comes in, headed back. Takes a touch.
Doesn't want
I think just needs to have a shot, to be honest.
Going to walk it in.
Needs the ball in. Inside of the box now are Adelaide City, still with the ball.
Oh, big shout, but it's ignored.
Just didn't do anything with it while they had the ball in the box there. Didn't put a ball in, didn't really have a shot off.
No.
Just waiting until the perfect moment.
Yeah, I feel Karachi should maybe have had a shot when he had the space. After that, it was just too compressed, too tight. They're coming through now with Bressan. He's got a little bit of space here to get his cross in.
Bressan putting the ball in, floating ball. Unable to be cleared. City still with it. Bressan. Entering the 8th minute of additional time here. We still go. Referee with the whistle to his mouth. And Adelaide Comets go 3 from 3 in the first 3 rounds of the RA NPL South Australia. City had all that time added on and still could not get the equaliser.
Yeah, look, I think they were up probably... They're up against probably the best defence you'll see in the state right now. The statistics say that, and from what I've seen tonight, I would say that that's probably the best defensive back four you'll see. Absolutely outstanding at the back, and City will be disappointed not to have got something out of it. But at the end of the day, that's a tough ask to try and get a goal against that Comets back line, don't you think?
Some City players, I still think, trying to talk to the referee about the possible penalty shout, but to be honest, I don't think there's anything really in it.
A little bit hard for us to tell from up here. Didn't look like there was much in it to me, and to be honest, if you're a City player and you feel that little push in the back up there with a minute to go, you're maybe just going to chance your luck. So we got some statistics up on the screen there just now for you, which show Adelaide City with 11 shots in total versus Comets 6. And I guess these statistics are showing you what we kind of already knew, and that's Adelaide City's had a fair amount of dominance in the middle of the park, and their build-up work was good. They were arguably the better in that sense, but they conceded a goal they possibly shouldn't have. A free header from a set piece at the back post from Dimu back in the first half, but a tough ask to try and beat that Comets back line.
3 shots on target for the entire game did Adelaide City have, but only 5 for Adelaide Comets on target as well.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if they had stats on the defensive work. I don't know. When you looked at how disciplined they were at the back, Comets, I mean, you're looking across the back. They set up with about 5 or 6 players when City were pressing to try and get into that final third, and they were well marshalled, well disciplined, and it's hard to see the side scoring against a back line like that. I'm just repeating myself now, but it was very impressive, wasn't it? Comets, the only side in the state to have not conceded a goal yet after 3 games.
They go 3 from 3 here at Jeps Cross. 1-0 on the night, courtesy of Nathan Dimu against Adelaide City. Their unbeaten streak comes to an end while Adelaide Comets' run continues into the cup break next week, where they'll have to face amateur side Tea Tree Gully in the Australia Cup preliminary rounds. Other than that, that's all from us, David.
I was just going to say, get yourself out to see a game. Next week's the Cup rounds. Go and look it up online, see where a game's on, and go and watch a game nearby, because as much as this was just a 1-1 match, it was a very entertaining night out. Get yourself along to watch a game.
Absolutely. Cup round is always entertaining, always throws up some great ties.
Absolutely. Let's see the Jack Russells taking on the Tyrannosaurus Rexes out there, eh?
Absolutely. 1-0 here at full time at Service FM Stadium. Courtesy, as we said, of Nathan Dimu. 1-0 to Adelaide Comets. Adelaide City 0. Thank you for joining us. And plenty more football to come across the year, David.
Yes. Can't wait. It's only just the beginning.